welcome to Movie Review Mom. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for your support. And if you are brand new to my channel, yay, thanks, you made it. I've been waiting for you. My goal is to give you the heads up on filmmaking quality and content so you can make the best decision as to whether or not you want to spend time or money or both watching a specific movie. So you can also click on that little notification bell and it'll tell you every time I upload a movie review, a trailer reaction, or a documentary analysis. All right, so today the movie I'm reviewing is called The Good House. This dramedy of sorts was released in theaters about a month ago, but is now available for online streaming. And I think it flew under the radar for a lot of people, which is why I want to bring it to your attention today. The movie is rated R and is an hour and 44 minutes. And my overall movie review mom grade is a B minus. And let me explain why. I'll give you an overview in a nutshell, and then I'll point out things I liked and didn't like, as well as offer tips for parents, themes worth talking about, funny lines, interesting lines, if there are any, and movie recommendations for other films that are sort of similar that you might also like. Ready? All right, let's dive in. In a nutshell, life for New England realtor Hildy Good, there's the play on words for The Good House, begins to unravel when she hooks up with an old flame of hers from New York. The dramatic film is based on Anne Leary's best-selling novel called The Good House. The touching movie was written and directed by Maya Forbes and Wolodarski, with writing help from Thomas Bezucha. And of course, the story is written by Anne Leary. All right, so the things that I really liked about this movie are, first, it's wonderful seeing Sigourney Weaver and Kevin Klein together. I've been a fan of both of theirs just for years. They also starred together, if you remember, in Dave, which is a cute movie from 1993, as well as The Ice Storm, a movie that came out in 1997. She sings a duet with Kevin Klein in the movie. Now, that wasn't a musical highlight of the movie, or any movie for that matter, but you can feel their genuine chemistry, and it felt like a real moment between friends. Sigourney's character breaks the fourth wall in this movie, which means she looks at the audience through the invisible screen and talks to us. So I liked the sarcastic humor that came from her and interesting insights that came from her, often ironic insights. Although other reviewers that I've looked at thought that it was an odd choice. Personally, I always like the intimate moments and the unique perspective that technique gives to movies. Sigourney Weaver's character has a cute Papillon dog. I used to have a little black and white Papillon myself, and so definitely caught my attention. They're such cute dogs. She has another dog as well as a pet, but I was all about the Papillon. The filming was done in Nova Scotia. Beautiful cinematography by Andre Bowden Schwartz. I loved the last breath we hear in the movie, and I won't tell you out of whose mouth it came or went, but it felt like that one breath said, I'm home and I can do this, and I'm ready to make a change, and I'm ready for the new version of myself, all in one sigh. I thought it was perfect. Ultimately, all of the characters look and feel very real, like people you would know, not just actors playing a part. So whether it's alcohol or any other temptation or addiction, this movie shares an important message about getting help. Breaking an addictive hold on your soul can rarely be done alone. And that's really the meat of this movie, I think. So there were some things I didn't like or thought could have just been done better. For example, I wish we could have seen more of the final meltdown to really see and feel what it's like to hit rock bottom. There's an interesting witch element in the movie. I couldn't decide if it added a simple layer to the story or if it was just kind of a hokey gimmick. So let me know, what did you think? Comment down below. Some viewers will be a little bored waiting for something to happen. It's definitely a slow burn with a powerful message in the end for sure. So let me give you some tips for parents. An unmarried couple has intimate relations. We see them in bed with some skin and some movement, mostly covered by sheets, some sound effects, I guess. We also see a naked woman in a bathtub, but we just see her naked back, nothing else. And so that's not terrible. There's so much alcohol and drunken behavior in the movie. So ultimately, it's not a children's movie or even a family-friendly movie in that regard. Some of the themes that are illustrated very well are, I don't know if you can hear my bell chiming, but my phone keeps making all this noise. Sorry about that. I realize my microphone is super close to my cell phone. Anyway, so some of the themes that are illustrated really well in the movie are alcoholism, family, hope, damaged souls, supporting one another, suicide, denial, New England life, parenting, real estate, and that it's okay to ask for help. So I always write down funny lines and interesting lines and include them on my written review at moviereviewmom.com. I'll share just a couple of them here with you now, and you can go on the site and look at all the other ones. So I just thought that this line was kind of funny. So the main character, played by Sigourney Weaver, is talking about this other person, and she says, obviously, Rebecca is a tad bit unstable. Maybe I should keep my distance. And it's one of those ironic lines because she is a tad bit unstable and absolutely doesn't see her role in any of the craziness going on in her life. So an interesting line is spoken by Rob Delaney, and he says, we all self-medicate in our own ways. And I think that's an important point because the movie is about addiction to a large extent, that, you know, we might look at someone who's an alcoholic and just say, oh, why can't they just get it together? And yet we ourselves are overweight or addicted to social media or something else that controls us. So it's really important not to judge, but to be supportive. And then there are a bunch of other lines, but one I'll share with you is spoken from a guy who's in rehab. And I couldn't find his character's name or the actor's name on the cast list. But so he's just some guy in rehab who makes a very wise statement when he says, it's hard giving up the old version of yourself, which is absolutely true. We all want to be better, but it's so much easier to just keep our same old patterns, isn't it? Anyway, I just thought that that was really wise. And hopefully that will inspire you to be your best self, to change bad habits, old habits, and embrace the new ones that make you the person that you want to be, the person you know that you really are inside. All right, so before we go, let me share a recommendation for another movie that I thought of instantly as I was watching this one. It's an award-winning film called Manchester by the Sea. Some fantastic acting, but also some serious, sad issues. So if you're into that or in the mood for it, I think that you'll enjoy it. And I believe Casey Affleck won an Academy Award for his role in that movie. All right, that's it. Thanks so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.